And there we are. What's going on, everybody?
Yo.
It's been a couple of weeks, but we're back. And we saved a good movie for this week.
Yep, another Lance Henriksen.
Yeah, this is like the third Lance Henriksen movie?
50th.
Yeah. Although, can there ever truly be enough Lance Henriksen movies?
Never.
This week, we are watching Hard Target, the John Woo, Jean-Claude Van Damme collaboration.
Mm-hmm. I would say John Woo, Wilford Brimley collaboration. Because he really is the best actor. I mean, Lance is awesome in it, doing what he does. But Wilfred is the most enjoyable actor in the whole movie.
He's really taken some big swings acting-wise with that accent.
As Uncle Duvet.
Yeah, Uncle Quilt.
Uncle Blanket.
Yeah.
Blanket.
If you're going to watch along with us, I am hitting... Actually, hold on. Let me get it fired up. All right. I am hitting play in 3, 2, 1. We are playing. We are hard targeting. I somehow have never seen this movie up until today.
What?
Yeah.
I just assumed you would have seen it being a kid.
Yeah.
Who, grew up on Van Damme.
Yeah. I mean, this was like a back of a comic book movie. Like, this is like, there's no reason I shouldn't have seen this film. And I've definitely seen like bits and pieces of it, but I've never seen the whole thing. I enjoyed the fucking hell out of it.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah. As ridiculous as Jean-Claude Van Damme generally is, like, this was fun. Like, it was a fun watch.
There's a lot of kick punching. I was actually thinking the movie should just be called Kick Puncher because he's just such a kicker in this. Constantly doing deadly kicks.
That's a joke from Community.
What?
There's a series of movies that they keep referencing called Kick Puncher.
I've never seen that show ever.
Yeah. I figured that much.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, his punches have the power of kicks is like the tagline.
That's what I was thinking when I was watching it. It's like kicks were as powerful as punches. I mean, I don't know.
Other way around. Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. Well, no, in this I was thinking his kicks were like punches. See, I guess on that it's the other way around.
Yeah.
In this I was thinking his kicks were like punches.
So he'd be punch kicker.
Everything. Well, in my head I was calling it kick puncher. I'm the artist here, Don't try to rein me in. I actually skipped through the intro twice, thinking it was a commercial.
I am like, is this the right movie? When I
I thought it was a commercial from the beginning of a VHS tape. Like coming this fall, Halloween movies from Paramount Pictures.
Well, the New Orleans like setting like tipped me off. I'm like, okay, this has got to be the movie.
So Raimi produced this, and he did some reshoots, and you can clearly tell which his shots are his.
Yeah,
because that close-up arrow shot is totally his.
Yeah,
every Raimi movie's got one of those shots.
That explains the presence of Ted Raimi later in the movie. Also,
Yep. As the subject of the Phil Collins song "Another Day in Paradise," being mean to an old homeless person.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah,
the 80s had so many songs like that. That and the Bruce Hornsby one, that's just the way it is.
The way it is.
That also had a verse about being rude to homeless people. I wonder which one was first.
Oh man,
the opening of this movie. As much as I enjoy this movie, the font screams TV movie.
It seems very RoboCop-ish,
or also. Like late night USA hour-long drama.
Up all night. Oh yeah.
Like this week on Silk Stockings. And it's also kind of shot like a TV movie. You know, I mean, I love John Woo, but like just the way the pictures look, I don't know. It seems cheaply made.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm sure it was. You know, it was a B movie. But it's you know, I don't know what seemed so weird about the cinematography of this.
Graham Revell did the music for the movie featuring Kodo. The only reason I know who Kodo is, Kodo, is because a friend of ours, Mark, now explains why he had that CD, had a Kodo CD that he would play every now and again.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, Graham Revell did The Crow. He did
a lot of like big 90s
Street
scores.
Fighter, I believe. You know, like he did a lot of maybe Mortal Kombat.
I think you're right about that. Yeah.
Like a lot of bad movies, you know. But The Crow music was awesome.
Yeah. I had the CD of the score.
Yeah, so did I.
I used to put that on like going to sleep a lot.
Yeah. The score, not the soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah, the soundtrack was like industrial metal.
Right, yeah. Like I always fall asleep to Rollins Band. So where is Arnold Vosloo from, The Mummy?
South Africa.
Okay.
That's why he sounds like Elon Musk.
He has such a non like distinct accent to me. And the whole movie I'm trying to go like, where is he from? I thought maybe Lithuania or something, you know?
Yeah, no, it's South Africa. You like I also at several points in this movie like keep thinking of Lethal Weapon 2. It's like one of the that's like my base South African accent.
That's mine totally.
Yeah. Like if they sound like somebody from Lethal Weapon 2, they're probably South African.
I also go on the shitty 90s Steve Guttenberg movie, Tell Her It's Me. Don't Tell Her It's Me, because in that he pretends to be a New Zealander in order to trick a girl into loving him, because you know how the 80s and 90s movies had a lot of that. You know, tricking women into loving them. Also, TJ, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping in. Yes, we are not the two ladies who occupy Wednesday and Thursday nights. We are two different ladies altogether. Oh, you have ladies on the other shows? Yes, yeah, we do. Same too, so it's not like we've got a bevy of them like hanging around. We don't have a harem or anything. Yeah. That guy on the left is a thug in so many movies. He was in The Last Boy Scout, and he always has those dark glasses on. I was gonna say it also looks like he's cosplaying Arnold Vosloo in this movie. Like he's got the same jacket, like. And this girl who's I'm pretty sure isn't Yancy Butler, but has that. It is Yancy. Butler. It is. Yeah. Oh, okay. Holy shit! I was gonna say there were so many chicks in the early '90s who had that look, that angry, like the brunette with that, I don't know, who just had that face, Yeah, like she's angry about something that you did. Yeah, you don't know what. Yeah, and she's. Like the third name on the credits to Melrose Place or something, or 90210, or any kind of those shows, She's got huge eyebrows. Just Peter Gear eyebrows. Yeah. And of course, because it's New Orleans, we can't have a doorbell. It's got to be this intricate, ornate bell. Oh, yeah. And I love how the whole first half hour of the movie, they talk about how she's looking for her daddy. Yeah. Yeah. Van Damme starts saying that. Yeah, like they could have cast this movie with children and it would have made perfect sense. Like a little kid loses her daddy in the Walmart. And then, This also seems like it could be the very differently toned sequel to a first movie that would be like Homeless Dad. Yeah. Like still like a comedy, like Yeah. Then, you mean like Curly Sue? Yeah. That's Homeless Dad. Yeah. Isn't it funny and cute? Yeah. They don't have a home. And then like the sequel just goes dark for some reason. Yeah. Homeless Dad gets killed in the credits. Yeah, like Jim Belushi gets hunted down by the mummy, shot with a bunch of arrows. I don't think anybody's gonna have a problem with that. Yeah. With Belushi anyway. This was also another like trope in the 90s where movies where people are being hunted by other richer people. Yeah. They're surviving the game.
No escape.
No escape. Well, no escape. They're in prison.
Okay.
They're not being hunted by rich people. That one is more of like an Escape from New York ripoff.
Okay.
And they throw them on an island, and then they just leave them up to themselves.
I had never seen that until like maybe a year ago.
That's a pretty good flick.
It was a really good movie. Yeah.
I like that one.
I was like working from home, and I was coming on like AMC or something. Like, I've never seen this. I'm gonna watch it.
So I want to bring up the bar they're in right now because, according to movies, the only bar in New Orleans is this one on the corner here. Am I right about that?
You're right.
It's in the Expendables, right? The one on the corner.
Yeah, I think you're right.
You know, any fucking movie in New Orleans, that it's just that bar on the corner. That's where all the action happens. Bobby Brown, waitress.
I did go to a place very much like this when I was in New Orleans.
It's probably the same place.
Yeah. It was 7:30 in the morning because it was up the street from our hotel. And then like I still got like a thing of etouffee, like 7. Because like, when the fuck am I ever going to be here again? And it was delicious.
Yeah, I love etouffee. I've made that.
Yeah. That's like when I was in New Orleans, every like all the places I've traveled, the best food I've ever had anywhere. Every dish I had was onion free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then like when you go to places outside of New Orleans that try to make New Orleans food filled with onions.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I love the setup. They saw her flashing like $14. She had a 10 and some singles. Yeah. And these two guys, they just smelled that money. Like Scrooge McDuck.
The Beagle Boys hanging out at the diner.
His mullet is a force to be reckoned with in this. It's a character all its own. Oh, and he's also, I don't know if you agree with me, but I think he's got lifts on in his work boots.
Probably.
Well,
Scott Bakula owned one what on NCIS New Orleans. Sorry, TJ, I missed that. His lifts. You were saying?
I was just saying that it looks like he's wearing lifts, but he's not normally an actor who why does that put that dude's hair on the right? He's normally not someone I like notice wearing lifts in his movies. Like there's movies where he's wearing cowboy boots.
Yeah.
You know, like in
that's usually a dead giveaway.
Yeah,
cowboy boots.
But that was an 80s thing, you know?
Yeah, but also like when dudes are trying to look taller, like they put on cowboy boots.
Well, definitely, but it still looks more natural though, because at least they're not hiding it.
Yeah.
You know? In this, those work boots look really huge. Look at those things. He's dressed like John Nada. You know?
He's wearing brown Frankenstein shoes. Like instead of like the normally black ones.
Where is he getting all this moose too? He's supposed to be homeless.
This is him like hard auditioning to play Gambit, like in the 90s.
Oh yeah. Movie. Kick punch.
There's one scene later on in the movie where if he had like performed this kick in real life, he would have shattered his fucking leg.
You talking about the motorcycle?
Yeah, when he kicked the guy off the motorcycle.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Like there's no way his foot is intact after that.
Yeah.
So many of the main action sequences happen right on this corner too.
Yeah.
Later on, Arnold Vosloo kills the the sweaty guy who gets him the homeless people.
There was a guy holding up a sign to the camera. Hold on, right there. The fucking rewind thing is blocking it. There was a couple times in this movie I noticed like a wire like during a car explosion or something. I think it's coming up. It's a newspaper.
Oh, it's a newspaper. It's like he's covering his face or something.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be seen in hard target.
Called in sick today. I can't be here.
They're like, but sir, we're paying you. He was doing it again. Look. Is it too sunny out?
Maybe.
I can't see all the blood shed with the sun in my eyes.
all that sexiness is
It's
coming off of
blinding
Van
him.
Damme. Yeah, it's blinding.
Oh, here's where he tries to be Seagal.
Yeah,
They were
breaking
definitely
it
trying to
down.
compete with Seagal there because that was definitely something that wasn't in a Van Damme movie before this.
Yeah, him breaking arms like
Yeah, that's a Seagal move. And that guy was definitely his stunt double. Did you see that guy?
that.
They showed him a couple times. He has the exact same haircut as Van Damme.
They show him at the motorcycle stunt like later on in the movie where he's on like the off ramp.
Yeah.
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 He's the one clearly driving the motorcycle.
Yeah. Yeah. I noticed that when you see the stunt double, the mullet is way longer.
It's darker too. Yeah. Mysterious, sexy homeless man.
The beginning of this scene, when I was watching it earlier, I was thinking how like this could have been a music video. The whole action sequence with him walking out first. You know, I wish Van Damme had put out a record. The world was denied by how did his ego not produce a record?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you buy into the theory that like there is a dimension where everything has happened, like
exactly. There's the multiverse.
Yeah, like that means there is a dimension where everything lined up correctly, and we got like a Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal collaboration album.
Wow,
like a mega group. Like
wow.
Yeah.
Is she having an Entenmann's coffee cake? Is that what that is? Oh.
Yeah, it's like the Drake's like full coffee cake.
Right, the one with the pecans on top.
Yeah. Yeah, like not the ones you like the snack size ones, like the full,
the big one. I can't eat them anymore because of the nut allergy, but those used to be so fucking good.
Yeah. God, I haven't had one of those in fucking years.
I don't even know if they make them anymore. Like every once in a while, my grandma would have one, either one with walnuts or one with pecans on it.
I saw a big one recently.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. Like, yeah, like I took note of it. Well, now I have to go find a fucking Drake's coffee cake after this.
Her dad's Henry Fonda and
on Golden Pond.
Golden Pond. Now, there's another movie that's, we were talking about the movies of hunting old people.
Yeah.
Or hunting homeless people, rather. That came out, I don't know the exact year. I think it's a couple years before this, but I swear to you, I know they all have a pretty similar plot because there's an old short story that they based that old movie on. The
Most Dangerous Game or whatever.
The Most Dangerous Game. And the old movie, I recommend you check it out, the old black and white one. For a movie from like the 30s or 40s, it's actually like a pretty cool movie.
Right.
It's but the one I'm thinking of is this movie from it's either the late 80s or early 90s. And this is, I think, 94, it says.
This is 93. 93.
There's one called Deadly Prey, which I watch a lot. It's because it's so bad.
That sounds very familiar.
Oh, yeah. 1987, this one is from.
Who's in that?
The only person I know who's in it is this guy, Cameron Mitchell. And it's only because he's a guy who was in like old Humphrey Bogart movies. And then like he was the old actor who needed a paycheck.
Yeah.
So he's in it as like somebody's dad for a couple scenes.
Yeah.
And there's a guy in it
who gets to keep his insurance for another year.
Exactly. And there's a guy in it who was a kid on a sitcom. But I don't remember what sitcom. Like maybe he was one of the Hardy Boys, or maybe he was on like Courtship of Eddie's Father or something. Like some sitcom kid from the 60s and 70s is grown up and he's a villain in it. But it's the same plot, but without all the John Woo-isms, There's no pigeons, and
we do have the white doves showing up in a couple of scenes. And at the end of the movie, I swear to God, Lance Hendrickson shoots a white pigeon at Van Damme.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That ending is so over the top. God, his hair is so glistening. He looks like he's going to a 5th grade dance.
Yeah. My mom wouldn't let me get lines shaved into my head.
Troy Donahue is the guy who's in Deadly Prey. as the bad guy.
Yeah, that title sounds familiar. I don't recall any of the actors though.
What is he from? He is from.
That is a class 1 mullet right there.
Yeah.
It's fucking. I know another one. Another person sporting a mullet is what's his name? Bo. Fucking LaFours. Svensson.
Oh, Sven Ole Thorson.
Sven Ole Thorson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In his Arnold costume, you mean?
Yeah.
With the Hawaiian shirt, the chomping cigar.
Yeah.
And they dubbed his voice with an American. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I didn't notice.
Definitely a shot where he turns away from the camera, says something, and the guy's voice is like, "Hey, how's everybody doing?" You know?
Yeah. Sven Ole Thorson. That's
yeah.
it. I noticed that. It's like LaFours also with a spiked mullet.
Yeah, and
he's just like a 90s club kid.
Okay, and Van Damme kills him with a gun, shooting it upside down. It's not even cool. It's just confusing, you know? They definitely go along with the John Woo Beretta handling, though, where no one, they barely ever reload.
Yeah.
Like there's one action sequence where Van Damme shoots his Beretta, I swear, like 50 times before he reloads. And then they show him put a clip in like, oh, come on. Like, just go hog wild and never show it at this point. Although he never gets double guns until like towards the end.
When him and Arnold Vosloo are fucking shooting at each other.
Yeah, and he just starts shooting everybody.
Yeah, they both reload at the same time.
Yeah, he kicks him, shooting in the dick, kick, shooting the dick, kick.
And why is her car always filthy?
Covered in bird shit.
Yeah.
Because her dad was homeless.
And that's how she honors him.
Mm-hmm. She's bringing awareness to homelessness by leaving bird shit on her car. She's an activist.
Her dad's one of those homeless squeegee guys, so like she's got to wait till he's around to like clean the car.
Let him do it. Yeah. So he feels like he's helping her in life.
Yeah,
I see that.
She's really just thinking of her dad.
Yeah.
Shoot him in the dick. Kick sounds like prom night all over again. Oh man. Let's see what else is like.
Oh yeah, I was looking at the Deadly Prey page, but yeah, that's just another one. Actually, although in that one it's not a homeless guy they're hunting, they actually just are driving down the road in a van, and the main guy, he's just taking his garbage out, and they're like, "How about that guy?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure, why not?"
Yeah.
And he turns out to be a special forces guy. And he spends the whole movie in his tiny little jean shorts with no shirt, no shoes. He eats worms.
Yeah.
He kills guys with sticks. It's very low budget, but it's fucking great. He actually kills a guy by cutting off his arm and beating him with it. And it's not a comedy.
Yeah. They did that seriously.
Yeah. You hear people saying that in movies, like they're going to do that. Like if a guy said in a movie, I'm going to, chop off your head and shit down your neck. That's something you hear a lot in movies. You've never seen someone do that in a movie.
Yeah.
Until now.
Chance Boudreaux, that's his name in this movie.
Oh my God. Chance. That's a dog's name. All right. Now, the version I watched, which was the fan edit, had like a whole sequence of that dude getting hunted. And was that in the one you watched?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. One, yeah. It must have just been like the gunshots they edited out.
Maybe.
Because the thing I read said
that he gets shot like quite a bit.
Yeah. But the thing I read said that they had to resubmit the movie like a whole bunch of times to the MPAA because it was too graphic. So like I'm thinking, and I even read an interview with Wu where they said to him, apparently there's fan edits of this movie where they put all the violence back in. And so apparently like, it's something that's out there, but I don't know the movie enough to know when I'm watching the fan edit to know what was old and what was new, Oh
yeah. We found your dad's homeless mobile.
Yeah, it's like the shopping cart that Hank and Dale and Boomhauer and them make for the homeless guy. Yeah. They've been sharing clips of the new season.
Are they really?
Yeah, there's some on YouTube.
I saw like the promo stuff. I haven't
Yeah.
seen any of the clips. I'm hyped for it.
Yeah. There's one where they just released it the other day where they show him at the George W. Bush Museum, and they're on the tour, and Hank knows all the shit about what they're showing before the guy giving the tour even can say anything.
Yeah. I like the story is like Hank and Peggy have been living in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Apparently her dad was a lady of the night.
Yeah. Her dad was the best damn phone sex operator New Orleans has ever
in
seen.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know, this is another thing too in a lot of movies where there's some sleazy guy who has an ad out and people are just lined up outside the door waiting to do porn or waiting to do some sort of sleazy sex job.
How much money could he possibly be raking in to pay all these people to hand out flyers?
Now, you and I knew a guy who put a flyer up for these very same purposes.
For models.
Right.
Yeah.
How I don't remember. How many people called him?
0, I
yeah.
think. Yeah.
0.0.
0.0.
Yeah. I don't think it's like guys cheering at strip clubs in movies. I don't think it's realistic.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep. Strip clubs are a silent room full of dudes.
Full of shame.
Yeah, yeah. Nobody looking at anybody else.
Yep.
Everybody looking at this dancer or their wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Full of shame.
Yep. Yep. No one's talking to anybody.
Now I have to say I enjoy him more as Zartan than I do as the Mummy.
That's right.
I there's just too much CGI in the Mummy. The Mummy should be a practical monster.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I could see that.
And at the time, CGI was so bad. You know, I mean, unless you were Terminator 2, you know.
Or like Jurassic Park. Or
yeah, like everybody was trying to use CGI because those movies were so huge. But they still used so many more practical effects than they did CGI. But everyone took that little bit of CGI and they're like, we got to fill our whole movie with it. And one of those people was Steven Summers. And those fucking like Mummy movies.
That's how you get fucking, CGI, The Rock in The Mummy Returns.
Yeah. Everything was CGI. When it's like, it's supposed to be a guy wrapped in bandages, like a zombie wrapped in bandages, you know?
Yeah.
You can't do that shit with makeup, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like they did go a little bit too, I think, big on the story. I do like the first movie. The second one's just and the third one.
Well, it's enjoyable. I remember the first one being enjoyable. But, there's just like shots when you see like a mummy like open its mouth and scream and it just looks so goofy,
bad.
You know, like,
yeah. Somehow still better than the Tom Cruise one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was bad. And now he's going to make Mission Impossible movies until he's 600 years old. I know they say this is the last one, but yeah, Kiss says that about every tour.
Yeah.
You know? What was she on? Was she on 21 Jump Street? Is that Holly Robbins? No, that's not Holly Robbins.
No, she looks like she looks like the girl from Half Baked.
You know what? She's in Showgirls. She's in Showgirls.
She's the roommate.
Yeah.
The 1932 movie, they had Karloff out of the bandages like in the first 10 minutes. Yeah.
Right. So it's not right because he becomes young again, right?
He's playing that character like Ardith Bay. He's like, the
Egyptian. Yeah.
It's basically just Dracula with a mummy instead of a vampire.
Oh, guy looks like my 8th grade teacher.
I had an 8th grade math teacher who looked like him. We have Lance Henriksen.
So, the whole time I was watching this, I know, dudes' skulls keep growing as we get older.
Yeah.
But it looks like maybe he was doing roids or something, or like, why is his head shaped different in this movie than it is in every other movie? Lance Henriksen I'm talking about. His head is so much wider in this. Like when we watch Stone Cold, he's like a wiry, skinny biker.
Yeah.
You know? And it I don't know, maybe it's his haircut. Haircuts can be deceiving.
Did he have like cancer or something? Maybe
oh yeah, maybe. Maybe he was taking steroids for something.
Yeah.
You know?
Who knows?
Well, I meant steroids the first time in like a bulk up way. Like maybe he was trying to compete with Van Damme, but yeah, maybe being sick. I don't know. But it seemed like his hair was big in Stone Cold though. So maybe the big hair made his head look narrow.
Yeah.
But the small hair, as Dennis Reynolds would say, your hair looks small. I love him playing the piano in this.
Oh, yeah.
All supervillains should play the goddamn piano. You're like classical shit, and then the guy comes in and starts clapping for him.
Fucking Charles Dance does it in the last Action Hero.
Yep.
It's Vivaldi, you spaghetti slurping moron.
Yeah. I was thinking too how essentially Lance Henriksen in this movie is just a tour guide.
Yeah,
that's all he is.
Yeah,
he's an angry tour guide.
Yeah, he's a killer travel agent. Jabba the Hutt playing the piano was a bit much.
There was a sequence that was cut that I watched in the fan edit that the ear thing was a lot bloodier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I remember when I got to that part, the film got grainy, and then I got those editing numbers on it.
Homeless dad could have told me anything.
Yep. He could have had me over. Well, not really,
Oh, the Van Gogh out. The Van Gogh cut, sorry. The fucking vision is terrible. Oh. He loved you as much as he loved living without the house.
As much as he loved filth. That's supposed to be, oh no, that's Van Damme's rap sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hair, it gives him such an angled look, where he looks so much,
he looks like
so shaped different,
like a living action figure. Like,
yeah. So many action figures look like that.
Yeah,
right.
The kind of blocky head, like the hairline, like
correct me if I'm wrong, but it said he died of 4 different things. It said like homicide, suicide, attempted, like
regicide.
Yeah, like how can he have homicide and suicide?
Fucking Van Damme's forehead tumor is literally the only thing now I can focus on in any movie.
That little egg.
And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't the arrow go through that guy's dog tags like in the beginning of the movie?
Yep. That's what he says to somebody. He says to the lady cop, to prove that he was murdered, that you see that it was punctured or something. But I don't.
There's a fucking hole in this dog tag. Like,
that's the hole where the chain goes. My father wore those.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, they're on both of them.
No, but I swear the arrow like pierced like one.
No, I agree with you. Yeah. And I was saying he says that to the cop, but we were just looking at the one. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
That's not the one though. The one that he finds in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot that. He goes back to the burned house and finds the one with the arrow hole in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Wearing that sweet duster, he should really have no shirt on underneath,
And he should have like sunglasses on too.
Totally.
Ocular pat down.
Yeah, exactly. And correct me if I'm wrong too, but it appears like he shaves his arms. His arms look really bare there. Look at that. How smooth his forearm is.
Hands look very feminine as
I've
well.
had hair on my forearm here since probably 6th grade.
Yeah.
Like,
earlier than that.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. It was probably earlier than that. But like, it's been there as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that this Belgian dude, the 5 o'clock shadow, doesn't have any arm hair? Oh, they hire the brothers of that guy from Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
That crazy guy who looks like Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah. Yes, Donna is screaming in the background, as usual. Get the fuck out of Dodge.
Oh, I love this line to point her titties north. I wanted to bring that up, and I completely forgot about it until I saw it on the thing. Tell that bitch girlfriend of yours to point her titties north.
But she's from Shreveport, which is due west.
I want to be a sexist just for a little while so I can say that line to somebody. You point your titties north and you get on out of town. Well, I guess I could say it to a guy.
Yeah.
You know, we just don't have as nice titties as there's the one God took his time with.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, she's like 90210 cop. She is not New Orleans cop. You know?
Yeah. Apparently, Yancey Butler just got back from her Star Trek cosplay, like meetup.
Oh,
she's like Uhura.
She's got an Enterprise.
You know, you're wearing a red shirt, right? That means you're gonna die.
Oh, speaking of red shirts, I you know, I'm not really jumping the gun here, but oh my god, the fact that they dress Wilford Brimley exactly like Super Mario.
And of course, because he's Cajun, it's Marieux.
Yeah. It's on me, Mario. You want to dress that wound or anything, dude? Nope. A little bit of dust on his coat. That must be coat number 2 in the wardrobe. They're in Michigan? Oh, wait. I was going to say, I thought they were in New Orleans.
No, she's there. Yeah, trying to find her father.
Oh, here's the piano playing. I thought I missed it before.
Lance Hendrickson playing the piano in a white suit, possibly?
Yeah.
Oh, just a white shirt.
It's like a $100,000 piano. I don't even know. That thing's so big.
It's got portholes.
Yeah. It's a submarine, too.
Yeah. Put it off Captain Nemo.
Yeah. Don't look at the piano, Lance. That'll make it seem like you actually know how to play. That guy looked like Mike Pillow. He was like the way he was so frustrated, the mustache. You want an order of pillow?
I used to smoke crack.
That's his office.
Yeah.
When you order a pillow from him, this is where you call. He looks like he's like, you know, like doing math in his head. He doesn't look like he's playing the piano.
Well, I mean, they say acting is the art of doing one thing while thinking about another thing. You know, so.
All right, yeah. I spent $5 on that one thing and then $10 on another thing.
The train leaves Chicago going at 81 miles per hour.
Oh, those are not his hands.
Oh man,
he's the Patrick Bateman of piano playing, you know, where he has to watch himself and flex and shit. He's so cultured for a guy who hunts down homeless people.
Yeah. It's his occupation. I mean,
yeah. Does playing classical music make you angry? What's happening? And so he's the assistant to the tour guide, you know?
Yes. Yeah, pretty much.
The mummy.
He's his secretary.
Yeah.
There is like kind of a very faint gay undertone with the two of them.
Oh yeah.
Like
Smithers and
when Arnold Vosloo dies, like Lance Hendrickson like cries, like holding him in his arms.
Yeah, and he lifts up his clearly dummy body.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
it looks so fake when he lifts up his body.
This is also just coincidence because I don't know if this was a thing in 1993, but like the helicopter that they're flying later on has like a stripe in the color of like the transgender flag.
Really?
It's like that teal and like pink and it's the same exact like color scheme.
Wow.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just being progressive.
Yeah, there is. John Woo is like, these guys need to be like, forward thinking evil henchmen who express their love for each other.
Yeah, I mean, there is only 2 women in the entire movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's only because they haven't made enough money for Arnold Vosloo to get the sex change yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, just Dog Day Afternoon. Like
he hasn't gone full Zartan yet. Yeah. We can just change identities,
Oh yeah, his name's Fushan. Like, okay, that's a real name.
Yep.
Like Zenon is a real name.
Yeah, bad guys always have a Z in their name or an X.
Dr. Xenox, surely you can't be the villain.
Like that guy's got to be a Raimi too. Look at him. He's like Raimi's uncle or something, Yeah. Back at that corner bar.
Yeah.
Kiki and her wonder feet?
I did notice that. It's a massage parlor.
Oh,
so I'm assuming, she like stands on your back.
Oh, so she gets to massage this guy?
Yeah, lucky her.
Yeah. He's very oily. Yeah, see, he's definitely shaving those forearms.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Oh, you know what? The same interview I read with Wu said that Van Damme required a 4th camera for a whole bunch of different scenes just for his biceps.
Oh, jeez.
And so he would shoot. It was his first American movie, and it was actually the first American like big budget movie helmed by an Asian person.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And it said that he filmed all the stuff because Van Damme had say he was a big star.
Yeah.
And then he just, when he edited the movie, he didn't put any of it in. So they had all this footage of his biceps and shit.
All that sexiness is just,
down the drain.
Yeah.
Yep.
On the cutting room floor.
Yep.
Also looks like he has 2 salamis next to his face.
He's like, this isn't one of my pillows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things that used to hang in the pizza place.
Yeah.
Cosmos used to have them hanging.
Yeah. The provolone with the in the rope thing.
Yeah.
Cosmos, holy shit!
He used to have some great pizza.
Yeah.
David Cronenberg. Well, the back of his head, maybe. Oh no, just another Raimi looking guy. Maybe it's
possibly.
The Raimis are like the Wayans,
the white Wayans.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't even know why they try to bother with a plot, because once it gets like, I'd say about 2/3 of the way through the movie, it's just the whole rest of the movie is just one giant over the top chase and gunfight.
Yeah.
And it's enjoyable.
Yeah. No, I will say, like, the things that, we're here to see, they do well in this movie. The action scenes are really awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of great squibs.
Yeah. It's just fucking, I said it before, Jean-Claude Van Damme is just inherently ridiculous.
Yeah.
The same with like Steven Seagal or like Vin Diesel. Like, you men are clown shoes, basically.
Yeah, trying to do like the whole like serious stoic thing.
Yeah. But yeah, somehow this works.
Well, John Woo.
Yeah.
What, I was so excited for this movie when I was a kid because we had Cinemax at the time, right? And Cinemax used to play the Chinese John Woo movies.
Yeah.
And they used to play The Killer and Hard Boiled and A Better Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And like, I remember thinking that like I was privy to this thing that no one else knew about. These great fucking movies where like dudes were getting shot like 1,000 fucking times,
Yeah.
and like, what is this fucking movie, you know? And like, and then when I remember, you know, seeing that he was going to be making an American movie, I remember thinking like, wow, this movie is going to be amazing, you know?
This is gonna be the best movie ever.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad.
No,
I
it's
don't
not
regret
bad, but it's
watching it.
just, it's so different from his, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, that's why young men watch Cinemax. We're not contesting that.
Well, we could
Yeah.
do a whole podcast on the other Cinemax
Yeah.
movies.
Friday night.
I'm not
After
saying
dark.
we didn't watch those, but they played those like weird, edgy foreign movies.
Yeah.
You know? And those were his movies were one of them.
Yeah, they were playing from like I think like 11 or midnight up until like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like maybe there was one called like Cinemax, like Avant-Garde.
Oh, I just remember Cinemax After Dark.
Well, they had a lot of different like little series, like
Yeah.
in the manual. If you looked at the old
HBO
guide, you know,
that was always like as a kid, that was always a big day when the new HBO guide came.
yeah.
You see what movies are kind of going to be on this because this is pre-internet. You don't know like release dates, and
Right,
things like that.
right.
Yeah.
And if you missed it, you know, if you missed something, you saw it in the thing, like this thing was on a week ago.
Yeah.
Fuck, you know.
Or even just like what new movie like is going to be the big movie, like
Yeah, exactly. The Saturday night movie or whatever, you know.
Yeah. This is another like 80s and 90s thing. Money belts.
Yep. If you're going on vacation, make sure you get a money belt, or else you will be kidnapped and robbed.
And also, wouldn't it be a whole lot easier to just tell the guy, like, we'll give you this $10,000 once you cross the thing? Like, you don't have to give him the $10,000 and then like.
Well, they're gonna try and kill him though. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, like, are you gonna trust them to give you the money after they try to kill you?
That's true. That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you want any of this?
I'm good. Thank you, though. Yeah, like why would you? I mean, like even being homeless, why would you agree to this? Like, you guys are clearly going to kill me, right?
That's the whole game. Is that they try to kill you, and if you survive, you get the money. And they're always looking for guys in tattered Vietnam vet jackets and people who are clearly overdressed for the climate, you know.
Yeah. All these guys are wearing like fucking like mountain climbing clothes, and it's fucking they're in a swamp.
Yeah.
NBC is showing Jaws right now.
Oh, Jaws 50?
Yeah. It's probably for the anniversary, but yeah, how bad is it Friday night?
This looks like a board in Sniper Elite.
Yeah.
that spinny thing. Been playing Resistance. Sniper Elite Resistance. That's the most recent one.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that fucking game. X-ray shots.
Yeah, I've never played any of that series.
Oh man. In this one, there's exploding bullets.
All right.
So you can shoot Nazis with exploding bullets, and the bullet goes in slow-mo through the Nazi's body, and then you see like an X-ray of the bullet like piercing the heart, tearing shit up. You get extra points for depending on what organs you get. If you get a testicle shot, you get bonus points. You see the two nuts explode.
All right.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And they're Nazis, so you don't feel bad about it, you know?
Yeah.
You're desensitized to the violence, you know? Killing Nazis.
And that might come in useful in the near future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they gave him a Men in Black gun.
Yeah.
I take it back. He doesn't look like a Raimi. He looks like Eddie Van Halen.
He actually made this gun himself.
You can't just pull the trigger and shoot it, though. You got to, finger cords and shit. Now, that's how you make gun safety, right? You got to play an F chord or something, you know? That's the hardest chord.
Yeah.
So.
Now, Here's instructor Eddie Van Halen to show you how to fire this gun.
Yep. If you can't play Eruption, you know, every note, if you can't do Hot for Teacher, the gun will stay locked.
And now Professor Ingwe Malmsteen here.
Yeah. Is your gun instructor.
Yeah.
You know how many tour guides Eddie Van Halen kicked off this hunt? First it was Diamond Dave. Then it was Sammy.
Also, there are literally hundreds of those like crypts and tombs all over. Like,
yeah, well, you got to be buried above ground in New Orleans.
Yeah, couldn't you just get into one of them? Like,
yeah,
they couldn't search every one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I know that they're secured, but he is Van Damme. He's strong enough to open a grave. Right?
Yeah, well, he does get into one at one point.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. That looked like Father Guido Sarducci Hitman.
Right here. Yeah, he comes out of that one.
Oh, yeah, that's. Forgot about that. I was thinking they were hunting Van Damme. I forgot they were hunting Cliff Huxtable. They basically just took, you know, the same 5 places they shoot every movie that goes to New Orleans. That corner bar.
Yeah.
The above ground cemetery.
Yep. And that dude would have been instantly dead from the shots from that fucking machine gun.
Well, there's a lot of people who get shot way, like, a lot of times in this
like,
that just survive it.
Vest or no vest, like, those fucking shots that close up would have, like, fucking just liquefied his inside.
Yep. And he's only like a block down from that corner bar. That's how far away they were doing this fucking hunting.
Yeah. The Sniper Elite have a January 6th expansion pack. Oh, man. Sad thing is, I really, really want that.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love that. Like, is this 2 different places? You know, like this place is full of people and nightlife, and then they cut to Hendrickson, and it's a dark alleyway.
Also, you can't drive a car on Bourbon Street.
Yeah. What the fuck was up with that dude's hair?
There's Ted Raimi, yeah.
Oh, think twice.
Oh, also,
another day for you and me in paradise. What?
His voice. You know what? I'm going to turn the sound down for 1 second.
What do you think? Raimi's voice was dubbed?
No, he's copying an accent.
Is it a New Orleans accent?
Let's see.
Ain't got no change, man.
Hey, man, I ain't got no change, man.
Yeah, definitely. He got a free trip to New Orleans. He, he thought about his part a little bit. How come no one else sees what he sees?
Yeah.
You know?
There's literally hundreds of people on the street.
Yeah.
Oh, Lance Hendrickson is so broken up.
So he's still alive after 600 bullets. Oh, the money belt.
Yeah.
Like, does anyone see me? There was 6,000 people out there.
You're in one of the busiest tourist spots in the world.
Where are all the people showing their naked bodies for, for beads and whatnot?
God, that fucking mullet.
I don't think they just let homeless people come in and check out the bodies.
Yeah, start investigating along with the police. Oh, hold on. Homeless guy's here. Let him in.
And let him in. He's got a fake tear.
Randall Poe. All the fucking names in this are so bad.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, cheek kiss. Oh my God.
45 minutes.
Can we get to some action here?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think we're making it this whole thing.
Oh, this is the part where Vosloo now shoots a man in the head on the same corner. Again, no reaction from anyone in the entire fucking neighborhood. You can get away with the worst crimes on this corner.
Well, I mean, it is New Orleans.
Maybe this is like New Orleans, New Canada or something, you know? They have one bar in Canada that kind of looks like New Orleans, and they just use it for all the shots. I feel like this guy is probably like hot shit in South Africa or wherever the fuck it is he comes from, you know? Like he probably gets a lot of ladies down there.
It's like him and Elon, like they're battling it out.
They look like David Cross and a big beard.
I think the motorcycle kick is coming up.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah, because he's wearing the Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah, and the truck goes the other way as the motorcycle comes at him.
Yes.
So I remember thinking to myself, was that motorcycle waiting for them to ride away?
He then shoots in the direction of the girl he's supposed to be protecting.
Yeah.
To cause the car to explode feet away from her.
Yeah. There's so many times when he shoots people in this movie where it would have been so easy or so much more efficient to stand still and shoot, yet he does giant flips and jumps and spinny kicks.
Ted Raimi sounds like the pimp who first sees Superman.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack, that's one bad F. That's a good pull.
Oh, here comes the kick.
Yeah.
Broken foot.
Boom. Shattered fucking foot, ankle.
Oh, and that was the stunt man, too. Did you see the giant mullet when they did the slow-mo? You could see that it was the stunt guy. And he puts his hot-tipped gun right next to his junk. That barrel is going to be fucking hot, dude. I don't understand why she's so upset.
Yeah, you just met that woman.
And she really did very little to help her. You know?
Just leave her. The rats will eat her.
Yeah, the etouffee rats. They're not pizza rats because it's not New York. Stunt mullet.
I've told this story before, I think, on Big Dumb Monsters. I don't know if I've told you this story before, but we were in a bar one night when we were there, and we were leaving the bar. This is the bar we were just drinking at, and I see a rat just come out the door. I'm like, oh, I fucking see it go down the alley. We're on Bourbon Street. It goes down the street, shoots into an alley, and I'm like, hey, why is the floor of that alley moving? That's hundreds of rats. That's hundreds of rats.
God.
Yeah. I was like, the rats will eat her. That wasn't a joke. No, the rats will eat her.
I thought you were going to say it came out of the place with like a takeout bag or something, you know?
Got into a fucking BMW and took it out. No, it was like the floor was writhing with just hundreds of rats.
God. Oh, that stunt mullet was fireproof. Oh, I love how he gets the guy in the nuts with the motorcycle here. And we're about to be treated to, I think, like 5 straight minutes of him surfing on the motorcycle, right?
Yes. He looks like Pee Wee Herman in Pee Wee's Big Adventure when he
makes himself an even easier target.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like in the scene in the beginning of Pee Wee's Big Adventure when he's on the motorcycle and he crashes. Like,
yep. And he meant
I meant to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it right here. I'm pretty sure you can see the cable that pulls the
You see a lot of cables in this movie.
Yeah. When the truck explodes, I'm pretty sure you see the cable.
Yeah, the Canadian tuxedo. I noticed that when I was watching it too. Their bullet, it's like the bad guys' bullets are just blanks because you don't even see where they're hitting around him.
Yeah.
I love the shots of him clearly on a trailer where they're shooting up.
Yeah, so like his hair is brown there,
Oh,
and then when they show him from behind, jet black.
Oh my god, the stunt double is fucking Miley's dad there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Radical Jack.
Yeah. Radical Jack.
That's the action movie he starred in. Billy
Ray Cyrus. Oh fuck.
Yeah, he starred in a late 90s action movie called Radical Jack, where he's a cooler in a bar, an undercover cooler who used to work as a special effects guy in the military. He was a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, there's the cable. Fuck. Yeah. Everybody was in X Special Forces.
Yep.
Green Beret or Navy SEAL.
And the rapping white dude from Teen Witch is the bad guy in it.
Jesus.
Dee Dee Pfeiffer is in it, Michelle's sister.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much rolling in this.
Well, yeah, he does a lot of tumbling. I mean, he is basically an acrobat. Like,
there's a lot of something so ridiculous too is I know he's supposed to be a hunter, but the fact that they give Lance Henriksen a hunter's gun that only has one bullet in it, like I know that's supposed to make him tough, but it's just kind of ridiculous,
It's really like he balances it on his thumb. I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to do that. Yeah.
Oh, it's like he's playing pool.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just wanted it to look cool. Yeah, see, like his head is so square in this.
Yeah, he does look a lot like beefier than he normally does.
Like think about the way that Stallone's head looks now compared to how it used to look.
Yes.
He had a very narrow face. Now his head is this giant fucking brick. This block of a head.
Yeah. To quote Dana Gould, it looks like a container that you put heads in.
Oh, that's good. You got Fast and Furious neighbors.
That's been like that since the 90s.
Yeah.
Every like Friday and Saturday in the summer. This is how far back it goes. They used to meet up at the Burger King on Central Avenue.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Sven in his Arnold outfit.
Yeah. Disco Sven.
I
think we're gonna jump to the next action scene.
Good call.
Yeah. It's been a long day, folks.
Yeah, I'm hearing on that. A long couple fucking weeks. Oh, he punches the snake.
Yeah. Punches the snake and then bites off its rattle.
When I was reading that John Woo interview I was telling you about, he says to the interviewer, he says, listen, there's a storyboarded sequence of this scene which involved him not punching a snake, and I'll show it to you anytime. So I'm guessing him punching the snake was his idea.
Oh God.
I'm leaving a surprise for my friends.
Yeah.
Also could work with children. Talking about the daddy. Leaving a surprise for my friends. For my daddy.
There's the one dude again he's basically cosplaying his boss.
Yep. Oh, here's Uncle Duvet.
He's dressed like Mario.
He's making honey. Or he's making moonshine.
Yeah.
And honey.
I don't think he's making honey.
Making moonshine in honey jugs.
I love her movies.
Colleen made a really funny joke too when her and I were watching. She's like, after this movie came out, everyone was making those memes about how Wilford Brimley was only 30 in this movie.
Yeah, Wilford Brimley is the same age as George Clooney is now.
Yeah, right. He's like Paul Rudd.
Yeah, that's it.
Because they're bayou folk, they know animal speak.
I was gonna say, speaking of honey, not only do I have some of mead from Alex's place, but I will do a shameless promotion. And if you go to thebullandbee.com and use code monstermead at checkout, you can get $5 off your order. And we get a little scratch. We get a little something. We get to wet our beaks. Whoa.
There he is in the Mario outfit. Even the boots, dude.
He's got like Punisher boots on, the white leather boots.
Mario wore boots. He wore high boots.
Dozens of rats in the bushes in Santa Monica. Jesus.
It could be an Elmer Fudd, like sleeping thing with the butt flap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, fucking go check out the meat at the Bull and Bee. We were just there last week. Oh yeah, he pulls out like his silver plated gun.
A gun that's been up there so long it's dusty, but it's not rusty.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to oil it or anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been well oiled and maintained despite the 6 inches of dust on top.
Yeah. It's the library gun.
Sure, through churches and schools.
She doesn't have much to do in this movie.
No, she just like kind of shows up every couple of scenes, like is endangered and then gets out of danger, and he just keeps pawning her off on other people basically throughout the whole movie. Yeah, and getting them killed in the process.
Yep. Oh my god, the shots of fucking Wilford Brimley running full speed on a horse and not a stunt double are amazing.
It's definitely him too.
They're amazing.
It's like slow-mo and he is fucking riding the shit out of that horse.
The legs like out to the sides.
I did take note of that scene.
I mean, he was a real tough guy, he wasn't just a fucking movie tough guy.
Yeah, everybody thinks he's the oatmeal fucking dude. Yeah. No, yeah, he probably could kick ass.
He was a bodyguard for Howard Hughes.
No shit.
Yeah, before he was an actor.
All right. Dudes always wear shooting glasses. Like, fucking, I don't know. They always like, that dude can fucking kick some ass.
I was supposed to go shooting with him.
No shit.
Yeah, but he got sick.
Oh, man.
My dad, like one of my dad's best friends was good friends with him.
Yeah.
And we were all supposed to go shooting one Saturday afternoon. It was when he was in Albany because he was starring in A Christmas Story.
That's right. Yeah,
Scrooge one at the Palace.
Yeah.
And he was doing it for like a month and a half. Every year they would have a different actor play Scrooge. You remember that?
Yeah.
They did it for a while.
For a long time, yeah.
I remember seeing him in the Scrooge one.
And yes, he did fight the diabetes.
The diabetes. Stop saying diabetes. The cigar.
He just looks fucking ridiculous.
His back brace. He looks like the Russian in The Punisher.
Yeah. Yeah, holy shit. But he is also clearly just supposed to be an Arnold knockoff.
Oh, clearly, yeah.
I mean, down to the cigar, like.
Well, yeah. I think it was like they were trying to do a little fuck you because of the rivalry amongst these guys.
Yeah. Fought diabetes and managed Remo Williams.
Yeah, we did that one already.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the scene. Just pause it right here.
Yeah. Tell me when.
Right, no, do it now.
Oh.
Now rewind. Again. All right. Turn up the volume. All right. Let it play. There is clearly a dubbed voice actor for Sven.
Yes, right. But do not spill.
Here.
The place is clean. We just left.
That is not him.
Watch out for snakes.
Yeah. The place is clean. I feel like they had him face away from the camera just so they could do that. Oh, you know what? The edit I saw had a lot of close-up shots of these dudes burning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was a scene that there was an edited version.
I
Clearly.
love how they worked the safety guy into the scene. Like,
yeah.
No, his friend is just patting him out with his blanket.
Yeah,
on.
exactly. He's safety conscious.
Yeah. And luckily, that guy who was standing next to the explosion just happened to be wearing a Nomex hood.
Yeah, and he had a fucking blanket or something.
Yeah.
Astronaut blanket.
This is the horse thing.
Yep. Well, he is on a horse in the diabetes commercials.
That's right. Not riding like this, though.
Yeah, I remember feeling bad for the horse because it always seemed like it was just like all sunken low, and he was just, like a burden on that fucking. There we go. Look at that shit. That ain't no facial replacement bullshit,
Nope. That is just diabetes in motion.
That's the name of like a museum exhibit. Diabetes in motion at the New York State Museum.
From the people who brought you dinosaurs alive.
Yeah, diabetes in motion. Have you ever wondered what it's like to wear compression socks?
There's the transgender helicopter.
Oh yeah, I didn't see. I don't know that flag that you're talking about or that banner.
Oh yeah, no, it's becoming more and more. I don't think it was a thing at this time.
Yeah.
So I think it's just coincidental. But those are the exact colors of the flag. Yeah.
That color right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
like down to the stripe in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, I'd buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna trip that horse in a minute. I don't like that.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. Like they fucking hurt that horse.
Yeah. There's another trailer shot.
Oh yeah, Van Damme's not on a fucking horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not.
Like if you watch any movie with horse racing in it, just look really close at the top of the horse's head. When they show a close-up of the actor riding a horse, you'll just see the mane of the horse's head. You won't see the horse's head.
Yeah.
And it's because they're just on this rig, and it's like an electronic bull. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, exactly. I would love to have been the PA that got to tell Wilford Brimley that his stunt double was there. Wilford, your stunt double's here. He's going to fill in for you. Get the fuck out of my face.
You goddamn pussy.
He throws a fucking whiskey bottle. Even Arnold Vosloo felt bad for the horse.
I went down in 4 planes with Howard Hughes.
You think a Belgian acrobat's going to hurt me?
Oh, they found a factory, an abandoned one too.
Conveniently, yeah.
I love the the setup, but when they're in there and there's a bunch of giant heads, that's when it's confusing.
Yeah. Pretty sure I had a nightmare like this once.
Yeah, there's a bunch of paper mache heads in here. Doves, heads. RoboCop's in the corner eating baby food. Oh, that stunt mullet was like twice the length there. Maybe so that's they can shoot it from farther away,
Maybe.
And it reads better on camera. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe from farther away, you're just like, oh, you can see the mullet, like it's clearly Van Damme.
I'm confused as to why the guns are just so haphazardly thrown into the back, right?
Take a sharp turn, they all start going off.
Right, like, yeah, but what happens when you just put a grocery bag slightly askew?
Yeah.
You
have, this happened to me once. I bought like one of those like sealed packs of like veggies, like the snack packs. And like that happened, like the bag fell over in my car and like pick everything up and like, go about my business. A couple of weeks later, I'm like, my fucking car really stinks. Like, what the fuck is that? Like,
holy shit.
Yeah, there's a package of vegetables liquefying under my driver's seat.
Dude, the same thing happened to me, but with a bag of potatoes.
Oh, they fucking stink when they rot.
They fell behind something in the trunk.
Yeah.
Like I had a towel from the beach or something. And I didn't even know they'd fell back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like weeks later, it was like, what is that stink?
God. That's a fucking Raimi shot too.
Oh yeah. Woo! That's some force. You know, the one of the best parts about Sven being in this too is when he kills him, he says sorry about the shirt.
It's right. I'm gonna jump to that end fight.
Yeah. There is actually a scene where Lance Henriksen is set on fire for real by mistake.
Really?
The shot where he pulls his trench coat off. It should be coming up in a minute here. Unless
I think
he
we just missed
took
it
off. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
because it looks like he's not wearing it right there.
That's a real shot. He's such a badass that he went along with that. I didn't even see this like in regards to researching this. I remember like seeing something about it a couple years ago where like
and like
he wasn't supposed to be on fire like that. The pyrotechnics were just a little bit overdone.
yeah. And it's like not slightly on fire. That coat is ablaze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, the upside down gun. His flippy spinny kicks in this are just top of his game,
That's some good midair splits right there.
Yeah. Smoke. Sorry about the shirt. Oh, here's the part where he shoots like everybody in the dick. She shoots that guy in the dick like 8 times.
Yeah.
And he's mad at her. I love that. Like he's been murdering people left and right.
Yeah.
Van Damme's been murdering people left and right. He's like,
he's just got the moral high ground.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you can kill him all you want. Don't shoot him in the dick.
Yeah, hey, whoa.
Yeah, that is not cool. Oh, kills the bad guy from Blind Fury.
Reused razor arrow shot.
Oh, yeah. Movie. My diabetes. Oh, I see. He must have hurt his arm waxing it.
Yeah. It was too hot.
Yep. Oh, the flippy spinny kick. Yeah. Shooting the dick. I love it. Oh, we're finally going to reload. Oh, I love how Henriksen just keeps shooting the heads and they just keep exploding.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just like confetti like going everywhere at all times. When him and Oslu are shooting at you through the window, there's just like confetti. Yeah.
Oh, this is another face-off shot. Oh, or this is a face-off shot. Yeah.
With them on the other sides of the wall.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I love movies that have these kinds of choreography, but the one thing, I mean, not the one thing, but like one of the things that just doesn't make sense about it, I mean, obviously it's not supposed to be realistic, but it's just the constant dumb bad guys that run out to be shot.
Yeah.
Like they constantly just run right out, like I'm next. One guy runs out, gets shot.
Yeah.
And then like 3 seconds later, another guy will come out,
Focus on grenades in this movie.
Oh yeah, he just killed a senior citizen.
I saw the Phoenician Scheme the other night.
Oh yeah, I want to see that one. Speaking of Howard Hughes,
yeah,
that just seemed like a Howard Hughes like comedy.
Yeah, there's just like this recurring joke there where Benicio del Toro, like
he looks so good in that.
He was good. The rest of the movie, I don't like Wes Anderson. He like. They're going like they have like these places they need to keep going to like do this business thing, and they're all dangerous. So like instead of getting a gun, he has grenades. Right? And fucking somebody's like, "Why do you have grenades?" Like because they're cheaper than bullets. So the whole movie, like he just has somebody like carrying a box of grenades in the background, and he just keeps offering people grenades. Like, help yourself to a grenade.
See, I can take or leave Wes Anderson if the movie's got a good story.
Yeah, I was hoping this was going to be a taker.
Yeah.
And like it was better than some of the ones I've seen recently, Like I didn't even make it through that last one, the space one that he did. Like
I haven't seen that one.
yeah,
I haven't watched the last few ones. The part with that scene that I took issue with was the fact that Arnold Vosloo wasn't just like gushing blood on top of him when he was holding him up over his. Oh, yeah, is that a? Oh, see, that looked like a real guy. When I watched it on the fan edit, it looked fake, but the graininess made it look different. You know?
Yeah,
I was thinking that was a dummy when I watched it. Oh, see, here's the bicep cam. This is the one shot from the bicep cam that they kept in.
Worst fake beard.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, why have this guy in a fake beard?
Yeah, is that Bill Burr? It's like every time I turn around, I'm getting shot by a French guy.
And they tell me he's Cajun.
Everybody's got exploding bullets all of a sudden. Giant papier-mâché heads.
Yeah, what are they filled with gasoline? Like, why did that explode?
Yeah. I don't remember learning that in art class. How to make exploding papier-mâché heads. Rhythmic whistling.
From Zamfir, master of the pan flute.
He's so awesome. Lance Henriksen.
Yeah, obviously. I don't think you're talking about Van Damme.
The agony he's portraying, just delivering these simple lines. Oh, I love how he flips like 50 times here.
And fires a shotgun midair.
Yeah, he can just throw himself in the air completely off balance and then just fire shot dead on. I love it.
Just ridiculous. Damn it, now I can go for a pan pizza.
Yeah, I had pizza for dinner.
I think Marino's is open till like 1. I might order a
Were they open that late?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
I haven't eaten dinner. I'm fucking hungry. I love this. Yeah, he fucking drops the shotgun because there's too much of a risk of hitting Yancey Butler, and opts for the precision of a hand grenade.
Yeah, yeah. But he also does a running jump kick at him because his kicks are faster than bullets.
This is where I swear to God, Lance Henriksen fires a dove at him when he does the running kick.
The line is so dumb here. He says, sometimes poor people get bored too.
Yeah. But you weren't bored. You were like avenging people's deaths.
Yeah, you were helping that chick because you wanted to get laid.
Exactly, yeah.
You know? I thought that was clear to everybody.
Yeah.
You're taking advantage of a emotionally distraught and vulnerable woman.
Yeah, you were like, ooh.
As all action stars do.
Gotcha.
You know? Yeah. Yes. She's mine now. It's like stealing a base.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as the bullet comes out, you can start running.
The pitcher's in his windup.
Yep.
All right. I swear, like they're going to show the shot. All right. He's going to fire.
Oh.
Dove. Fucking. Another tumble over some barrels.
Oh, he loves to roll in this. Lance Henriksen has Huey Lewis hair in this.
Yeah. Fridge is too darn loud.
Those flippy spinny kicks. He's not wearing lips.
fucking Lance Henriksen. He's, pretty secure in his manhood.
Yeah. Apparently he was tall enough. Oh, there was camera 4.
Yeah.
Bicep cam. Oh, there's the grenade. Oh yeah, the 80s and 90s also had a lot of grenades down the pants.
Yeah. Yeah, that was big.
That's a big insult to your manhood to blow it up.
Don't mock Huey.
I'm not mocking Huey. I saw Huey Lewis live, motherfucker. I love Huey Lewis in the News. I brought a date to Huey Lewis in the News. Oh, this I don't get. You have enough time to get it out of your pants. You don't throw it?
Yeah, or you don't hold the fucking detonator more than a half an inch away.
You try to unscrew it.
Yeah.
Rather,
Oh, Lance. It'd be great if Wilford Brimley just shrank after he got shot. It's just like Super Mario.
He no longer has firepower.
Yeah.
Loses the bow and arrow. Loses the gun. Saved by booze again.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. We are French. Well, that paper mache guy is getting a blowjob.
Yeah. All right. We definitely jumped through some stuff just because it's late and it's been a long fucking day.
Were these like parade floats or something?
Yeah, they're Mardi Gras floats.
Oh, I was going to say maybe for the trans parade because of the flag.
Yeah, the helicopter.
Yeah.
It's its second gig. Like
maybe they didn't really like them after all since they were blowing them all up. I don't like that.
This has a 6.2 on IMDb, which is okay.
Well, that's like a B-.
4.5 stars on Amazon. Yeah,
it says
6.2.
It's compelling and malicious.
Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this edition of the Defenestration Hour.
Mm-hmm.
What should we do next? We haven't done we've done an older movie in a long time. We haven't done a Bronson in a while. Huh.
We want to go good, bad. We want to go good.
Let's see. This was good, bad.
Good. Oh, yeah. I thought this was kind of good.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe like I said, I did enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's do bad. Old, bad, 80s, cheesy.
We want to do horror. We want to do sci-fi. We want to do action.
Yeah, let's try. We haven't done a Sedaris in a while.
Yeah. There's a lot of those. We did Hard Ticket, right?
Yeah, that was the first episode.
Yeah.
We haven't done a Thursday Night Prime movie. Well, we did Best of the Best too.
Yeah.
Fuck. We'll have to think.
We'll think about it.
Yeah. Usually, it springs out of something that we're talking about.
Yeah. Usually, it'll come out in the middle of the episode.
Yeah. But we didn't really touch up on anything.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, we'll come up with something. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. And I should probably plug some shit. I should probably remember the dates of the shit I'm going to plug. We'll be at the Dark Forest Oddities Expo in Peabody, Massachusetts. It's right outside of Salem. That is September 5th, I believe, 5th or the 6th. It's whatever that Saturday is. We'll be there handing out stickers and merch. We will be at the Halloween Cannabis Expo in Seekonk, Massachusetts. Indeed. Yeah. That looks like it's going to be a fun event. That's October 25th. So yeah, check us out there. You can go to the network Linktree page. It's link.tr. I always fuck this up. linktr.ee/eclectic cult media. Check us out there. And we'll see you again in a couple weeks. There we go.